Hey everybody, this is Tammi C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing out there? I hope that you all are doing well wherever you are. I know we're gearing up for fall, favorite time of the year. September is my month, you all. It's my birthday month. And I feel so empowered. I always feel like September is magical for me. I just had this good vibration. Really do. Most Septembers. So I'm very grateful. Grateful to be alive. As much as I want to talk about purchasing a home, I have some little bit of information on that. I can't seem to get to that because I keep getting hit with other things really about relationships. Just for the record, I'm a licensed clinical social worker therapist, and a big part of my practice, it just happens that self-esteem comes up a lot, self-worth, because the clients that come see me, they have anxiety, they have depression, some trauma, sometimes grief, but self-esteem is tied up in there. Self-worth is tied up in there. So today I want to talk about something, dating and getting married, but also tying that into knowing your worth. Before I go any further, hit that like button, hit subscribe. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, everybody who have been really showing some mad love to my shorts, the short videos. That means so much to me. I love doing those shorts. I love them. But every now and again, I must hit you with a longer video because 3 minutes just isn't enough to talk about our self-worth. Can I get a witness? So, my lovely ladies out there, this video is not just for you all. I have a little curl that wants to hang out. You see that, you all? It's for men as well, because self-worth is not gender specific. There are men that date and marry women who don't mean them any good. There are women who marry men. It's just not a match. So I want to speak upon that. I know as women, we get older. We are single for a while, some of us. Desperation sets in. Panic, anxiety, those thoughts of, will I ever get married? This might be as good as it gets. And what we tend to do is dummy ourselves down. I never try to be this person, say I'm above somebody, I'm better than. That's just not my style. However, ladies, I'm speaking to ladies right now, and I'm going to jump over to the men. When you marry or date someone, okay, and you have set yourself up for success. Success looks like so many things for so many people. I'm just using examples. You have gone on and got your master's degree. You've gotten your doctorate degree. You have started your own business. You have gotten a bachelor's degree. You have gotten a certificate in, let's just say, programming. You have bought property. You have taken out time and gone to therapy and lost weight, or really got your health, your mental health in shape and your health. And you go marry someone that has like a lot of baggage, and baggage could look like a lot of children by multiple women. That's very chaotic. It is. We can call a spade a spade. I'm with Ian Lavender, my birthday partner. You can marry a guy that has an extensive criminal record. So I'm going to throw this out there. I'm all for reforming, and I'm all for second chances, third chances. That's me, because all of us deserve that. I was dating a guy over 20 some years ago. His dad had went to prison. His dad got out. He turned it around. He became a nurse, and then he began to be a teacher. He began teaching nursing. He had a nice home. Me and the guy I was dating at the time, we would go visit his dad. And I really ended up taking a liking to his dad. But that was a man I saw that was on the wrong side of the tracks at one point. And he turned it around. And he didn't look back. So anybody could turn it around. You could have had a history of using drugs. I even believe you could have been abusive. And you go do that work and turn it around. It was a lady in my old church. Her husband used to beat her, and they said, he found God and he never put his hands on that lady again. And I would see him in church, and they appeared to be doing well. They were an older couple. So anybody reforming is always possible. But what I'm speaking about today is if you have really gone out on a limb, you got yourself a nice place. I don't care if you're renting or have bought a place, and you've really scrubbed your credit or just built yourself up. Why marry or date somebody that's going to just take down everything you did? Just think about it. You build a house and somebody just come into your home and just snatch down the walls, just destroy your windows, just destroy your vents and your heating and your plumbing. Wouldn't that make you mad? Well, it's the same thing when we date or marry someone that's just not up to par. Again, you could have been to jail or prison or whatever, and you have reformed and you are contributing. I'm not talking about that type of person. You all already know what I'm talking about, so I don't really have to go into all the stuff that I do. I'm talking about somebody that's creating drama, shock trauma. You bailing them out of jail. You're always in court with them. They pulling money from your account. You have the house. You have the car. They're using all of your stuff. So this is where we need to do our work. We need to pay attention to the red flags, and we need to be truthful with ourselves. But you won't be there. You won't be truthful if you're desperate. You won't be truthful if you go with that panic inside of us that happens. I'm running out of time. I'm 38. I'm 34. This is as good as it gets. I mean, I don't even want to keep talking about my age, but I'm in my 50s. I don't feel like it's as good as it gets. You got to know without a shadow of a doubt that you are worth something. And one thing for certain and two things for sure. You got to know that you can have a good life on your own. Sorry, I thought my mic had got turned off. You can be happy on your own. I'm not saying I don't need a man. I just want to be happy by myself. No. But until things are lined up how I feel they should be, I'd rather wait. I got work to do on myself. I'm in therapy every other week. I tell you all this. I'm still paying down some stuff. It's some things I'm lining up. So when my situation improves relationship wise, I'll be ready. So this is not just pick on men day. I don't believe in that. But I'm concerned at times because some women are really going for the gusto with upper management type positions, VP type positions on their own company. But the men that they're dating and marrying, it doesn't match. And the match is so off, it's causing them harm. It's causing financial ruins. It's causing anxiety. It's causing sleepless nights. When you are with someone, he or she should be adding to your life, not taking away. If you are ending up with high blood pressure, a bleeding ulcer, you're losing hair, your face is breaking out, you're gaining weight, losing sleep, that may not be the best match for you. I don't know how you are. I know I have an anxious personality, and relationship stuff can cause great anxiety. I don't like that. And for me, that's a red flag. Like, if you're anxious over something, for me, if I'm anxious over a guy or a relationship, that's probably not the best timing for us or not my guy. Because you shouldn't even have to feel like that. You want to be comfortable with who you're with. But ladies, we got to start doing that work. And I know you're tired of hearing this. It sounds cliche, but it's true. Do the work on yourself. Therefore, the red flags will be flagging and you won't dumb yourself down and be with somebody that's not quite on your level. And this is going to cause you heartache and trauma and drama. And it will start chipping away at your money. It'll chip away at your self-esteem. And you'll know because you'll feel uncomfortable with this person. Like, I don't really think this is the best match for me. But if you have that desperation or this is as good as it gets, you'll tend to stick with that person. And, without getting in trouble on here, I feel like I've lost some clients possibly over this subject because, just saying hypothetically, if I'm a therapist, which I try to be of integrity, and me and these people are having conversations back and forth, if I hit a nerve and say, well, why do you, I'm just making all this up because I'm getting in no trouble. Why do you feel like this is what you deserve? Or maybe they'll say, I deserve better. And, we're going back and forth trying to see what is gravitating you to that person. And next thing you know, the session's end with me, because the truth will set you free, but you got to be ready for the truth. Here's what I'll say, and forgive me for sounding arrogant, but this is where it is with mental health. And like the lady that trained me for 7 years said, it's 10 more of where these clients come from. Mental health is through the roof. Illinois is a hot state. So if you don't want to see me, I'm not offended, because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee. But I cannot look my license in the face and give you bad information. It's not advice, because I don't give out advice. I'm a therapist. I give out support. But we are together having this discussion about self-worth, and then you ghost me or drop the sessions because you're not ready. And that part is okay. We all get to where we need to be in due time, and it's not on my timeline. And so that's why as clinicians, we shouldn't get offended if somebody leaves, but maybe they'll catch it in a year. Maybe they'll catch it 2 years later. It's okay. It happened to me too. And it's still happening to me. As I tell you all, when I do these videos, I don't do them just for you. I be talking to myself. And you can have low self-esteem in your 50s and 60s and 70s. It is not age limited. Men, why are some of you picking women? They don't, and I'm not trying to say it's these roles. It's not roles, but their house is nasty. They're constantly taking money out your pocket. They're insecure. Last couple of guys cheated on them, so now they're blaming you for everything. You're being an upstanding gentleman. You're even jumping in, helping with the car. Maybe if it breaks down, paying a bill or helping around the house, and they are subtracting from you. They're stressing you out. No matter what you do, is never enough. All they do is complain and whine. Why? Or you make good money, they don't make any money, and you're trying to pay their rent and your mortgage and their rent. No. Where's your self-esteem? I don't care if you're older and you got a younger woman. You're not a sugar daddy unless you want to be. Sugar daddies and sugar mamas out there. If you want to be, then be that. So this is what I always say on my channel, and what I do say. If you want to be something negative, be the best you could be. But if you want a healthy relationship, you want to be treated like an equal, and you love yourself, and you want peace, you want to be able to close your eyes at night and go to sleep, you want to turn the key into your lock, into your home, and you smile. That's what it should be about at home. You should be the happiest at your house, because that's your castle. But when it gets stressful and you're no longer having fun at your own house, it's time for you to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate things. Don't let anxiety and negativity make you feel like there's no such thing as love, or this is as good as it gets because I'm 50. This is as good as it gets because I'm 35. I don't have kids. I better settle, because what you're going to pay for in those next 2 to 4 years is going to really hurt you. And you would have been better off to wait. Say you're 34, you want to have a baby. You're better off waiting at 37 and having one with somebody of standards than with the wrong person. Again, girl from the west side of Chicago, considered the rough side or whatever, however you all want to stereotype it. I always believe in second chances. I don't care really where somebody came from. I only really pay attention to where they're going. We all make mistakes. We all can have a bad start, but turn it around. But when you have done the work to clean up your credit from a score of 540 to 800, when you have bought your property, men or women, when you have done the work on your mental health, you're doing therapy every week. You're doing therapy every other week. You should not let some lady or man come along and bring you down because they haven't invested in themselves. So it's about that self-love. It's about that worth and knowing your worth. and owning it and rocking it out. And it may be some lonely nights, and it may be some single days of going to a party by yourself or going to a wedding alone. But I'd rather smile and look in that mirror and be happy than to grab any old guy and him just come in here and tear stuff off my walls, tear my blinds down. And honestly, I feel very protective because I am a cancer survivor. I'm protective of my health. I'm protective of my mental health because I already have an anxious disposition at times. I'm protective of my business that I done built up. And I'm protective of my safety and my family. So I'm really cautious about new guys that I would entertain. So yeah, I'm just trying to say. I really hate to hear these type of stories where women are just dumbing themselves down, and men. And the tripped out part is, and I'm not making fun of it or light of it, the women know it. They'll tell you. But yet and still, they are going down, 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 in the words of Medea, picking these people that they know don't mean them no good. Stop giving the benefit of the doubt. Go with the doubt. Stop trying to save. Stop trying to re-raise. No. And sometimes you're better for it when you tell that guy or that lady, I can't help you. You know, I love you, but what you need, I can't give you. And I had to do this before. I had to do it. And the person was mad at me. And I told him, I said, hey, all my stuff is like 20 years ago, mostly. Plus, I'm like, hey, this isn't working out. You need to concentrate on getting a job. This person was unemployed. And it was my birthday. And he said, I'm sorry, I don't have any money. I can take you to a dollar show. No, that's not acceptable. It's not that you got to take me to the 5-star restaurant, hotel, all this stuff. But this isn't your season to date. And it wasn't like he had lost his job while we were dating. He just didn't have a job. Just seemed very unfocused. And it was a friend that I ended up dating. But I just told him, I said, I'm sorry. You need to get a job and work on you. I said, this is not the season for you to date. And he was so mad at me. But he told me later, you helped me. I know I did, because I can't help you. You don't want to raise a man. Now you're in the bed with your son. Men, don't try to save these ladies. Even if you're older than her, you're not her dad. It's really about that self-love. So things you can do to work on yourself. Sometimes you say self-love. People are like, what is that? And then the ladies will say, I get my nails done and my hair done. No. That is a part of self-care, but I'm really not talking about that. I'm talking about going to the nitty-gritty to see what trauma you have dealt with or have experienced. Was your dad not there? Did mom mistreat you? Sometimes mom can mistreat you, but the relationship with the dad is paramount. You know, and you got people who had a 2-parent home, such as myself, and still deal with self-esteem issues. So it's not an all or nothing. What do you think of yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you able to enjoy yourself? Can you go for a walk by yourself? Go to the movies by yourself? Go to the library? Go to a concert? Things you can do alone until you get your partner. Are you okay with that? Do you value yourself enough to do a skincare routine? Take care of your hair. Take care of your mental health. Do your sessions with your therapist. Do you love yourself enough to get a personal trainer or buy you some exercise equipment or do some long walks? Take some vitamins. This is self-love. Take out time to sit on the couch and journal and just really get to the nitty-gritty with yourself. This is men and women. That's self-love. Saying, hey, I know we've been dating, but I'm going to have to check out. I don't think I'm at my best. Self-love. I love myself enough that I don't have to be with you. It's sad when you keep somebody just so you won't be lonely. You keep somebody because you're scared. If I break up with them, I'm not going to meet nobody else. What? In Chicago, 2.7 million people, the 3rd largest city, and I'm going to have that outlook? Got to work on that self-esteem. And you'll save yourself years of heartbreak. Nothing worse than hearing someone be in a relationship with somebody 20, 30, 40 years, and they still miserable. It's scary. It's scary. I can do bad all by myself. I can. What do you think about what I'm saying? I hope I helped somebody. Drop me comments. You can even ask questions in those comments. You all know I love to help. I just want to speak on that today. I'm going to get out of here. I want an omelet so bad. I want to make myself an omelet. I'll see if I have enough time. Let me see. Nope. Maybe after, if I have disappointment after. But yeah, I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for listening to Auntie Fuss. I don't mean to fuss. I just want you all to win. And winning to me is winning in love, winning in life, winning in your finances, winning in your mental health, winning in your health. You want to buy yourself a building. You want to have money socked away for your retirement. That's winning. That's winning. And you can win because you are a winner. Dreams are reality. I create this channel to provide light and love. If I'm not doing that, then I shouldn't even have this channel. I'm out of here. Take care. God bless. Bye.